episode 168, season 2, episode 168, April 30th. Carson Kressley, our favorite fashion designer. If you are straight and you want to be gay, he will help transform you with his 4 friends and 3 body problem star Alex Sharp. It's going to be a wonderful day. Let's start dancing, family. Yay. And Brittany Griner's home. So here's a little snippet for you. For the platinum, what the platinum viewers are going to see. If you want to be a platinum viewer, there's a link in the bio.
When they closed the door, I was like, are you serious? You're not going to let this man come home right now?
And being traded for the person known as the Merchant of Death, there were some Americans who thought that wasn't.
She's all full of shit.
When they closed the door, I was like, are you serious? You're not going to let this man come home right now?
And being traded for the person known as the Merchant of Death, there were some Americans who thought that wasn't a fair trade, that this was a heinous criminal, and to be traded when it should have been perhaps somebody else. What do you say to those who felt it wasn't a balanced trade?
If it was left up to me in that trade, I would have went and got Paul and brought him home. But any time that we can bring home an American, that is a win for Americans. No one should be left behind.
Our thanks to Robin. We'll have more of her exclusive interview with Brittany tomorrow on GMA, and the full primetime interview will run on 2020 tomorrow night at 10 p.m. That's Nightline for tonight. You can watch all of our full episodes on Hulu. We'll see you right back here same time tomorrow. Thanks for us.
Fuck you,
America.
Fuck you, America. Which is just a line from an acting screenplay, a fictional story made for the arts. This is an audition tape. No apes allowed.
Rated PG-13.
It's live with Kelly and Martin. Producer, actor, host, and Carson Kressley. Plus, star of the series 3 Body Problem, Alex Sharp. Also, the girls check in with the viewers when they open up the inbox. All next on Live. So here are Kelly with us and
Good morning, Tuesday, April 30th, 2024.
welcome home.
Thank you so much. Guys, I had the weekend of all weekends.
Take us on your adventure.
And I want to say thank you for tolerating my talk of this 4th division soccer team in Italy. I went there because we were able, it was one of those moments, there's 2 games left, and if we won and the other team chasing us tied or lost, we would win the championship and move on to the 3rd division, which is considered a huge deal in Italy. You're playing storied clubs that had been in Serie A. So I go to the game, and we won. We won. And the other team tied, and so we became our group's champion, and we move on to the 3rd division. I took Seth Gronquist from our show here, who's a beautiful filmmaker. He really, he's magical. He's so good at everything, but he's really fantastic. And if you let me share just a few seconds.
Yes, we want to see this. We want to see these.
So we got to ride home with the players on the ride home, a 2.5-hour ride with the players.
Wow.
And they were just singing and going crazy. And we had to stop at one of those if you're in Italy and you ever stop at one of those auto grills, like a gas station auto grill.
Best sandwich of my life.
Best sandwiches. They had a lot of beverages as well. And the whole team got
Like
off. Milk. They were drinking milk. And then when we arrived back to Campobasso at night, there was thousands of fans waiting for us at the stadium.
You sent me that video, and I said to you, "Are you safe?"
Yeah.
Because it seemed so crazy.
What was interesting was when we won and we got on the field, all the players huddled around the bench and were watching somebody's phone to see what happened in the other game, because that meant whether we had to play again next week.
Right.
And they're watching, and then if we found out that they tied,
that's when the real celebration
started. And the away team, the home team that we're playing against, Chieti, that all the fans stood up and congratulated us.
Incredible.
Yeah. And what I said in the time was, tonight we party all night long and no one sleeps. And no one sleeps. But there's a moment.
You know what? I thought that sounded familiar. Yeah. I've heard you say that to me.
And it's that big Pavarotti song, Nessun Dorma. Yeah. Nessun Dorma. And so in the adulation, in the celebration, on the field, when we found out that other team tied and we are champions, we're moving up to Serie C, which is the 3rd division. We ran over to our fans. 500 fans traveled drove 2 hours.
Away. Yeah, wow.
And you saw that plexiglass?
Yes,
that the big plexiglass. They put our fans behind that because it gets very dramatic in Italian football. And I'm running, and I'm seeing little kids and old guys and fans, people and watching, the fans of this team that are just so happy to be back in the professional leagues. And I see this lady. Let's call her my aunt. Right, and we look. Maybe someone else's aunt.
Not you.
Not my aunt. Someone else's aunt. And we look at each other, and she's so excited. And there's this glass, and we come to the glass, and you know what? I kissed her.
Do we have footage of this?
We don't have
footage of it.
I just went, and she went. And I actually closed my eyes.
That doesn't happen. You never close your eyes.
I closed my eyes, and my back foot went up like that. I laid one on her.
That is incredible. With an open mouth?
Well, I mean, no. It was just a little like a smooch.
A smooch.
But it was passionate.
Passionate.
Yes.
Is this did you have an emotional affair?
No, it could have been a guy, by the way. I don't know. Could have been a guy.
Don't try to save yourself.
No, I don't know.
You already qualified this as somebody's aunt.
Anyway, thank you for being a.
Was there a lot of? Are you concerned because the scenes I saw unfolding on the plexiglass were the footballers taking their clothes off and climbing the plexiglass? Yeah. Is that the same plexiglass you then made out with?
Oh yeah.
A lot to unpack this week.
So congratulations to the city of Campobasso. During the season, we fired the coach and the sporting director, which is right above, and we restarted because we weren't doing well. And Sergio, our general manager and coach Pergolizzi, they took us to the end. I mean, it was unlikely that we would do it.
I remember you making that decision.
Sergio Filipponi, yeah.
I remember you making that decision, and I am so risk averse,
right?
That it seems so
risky to change coaches 5 days into the season.
Right. It seems like almost in my mind, and you were just very steadfast.
Courageous. Yeah, we're gonna let's live and die by this decision. We made a wrong decision to begin the season, but we're gonna make the right decision and we changed courses. Yeah.
It was very Judge Judy of you.
Yeah, it was. Hey, guys. And I promise I'll stop talking about sports. The Knicks won in Philly. Sorry, Ab. They're leading 3-1. They had a great game. Brunson broke a record, historic. He scored 47 points in the game last night. So they're coming. I mean, they're coming here. They're coming here. That wasn't last night. Was that last night? The game, Sunday night. Okay. So it's they're coming. They were playing a game here tonight against the Sixers. Yeah. Yeah. And the Rangers swept. They're on to the next level. And the Islanders are still alive. The 3-1 against the Carolina Hurricanes. If the Islanders win, it could be an Islanders-Rangers thing.
My gosh, Showwise, what will you do? Well, in other sports news,
Sports Center. Yes,
you know, Commissioner Goodell, as you all know, is a big fan of this show. He watches it constantly. And he finally has chosen to listen to my pleas because, you know, when I'm your president, the day after the Super Bowl, everybody will have Halloween will only happen on Fridays. The commissioner said that he's looking to move the Super Bowl to fall on President's Weekend. That way people can have the Monday.
Listen to you.
Pretty much endorsing me as a candidate.
Right.
So there you go. You're welcome. You're welcome, America. We did it.
Yeah, and that was always a really good suggestion. Hey, and Steve Patterson filled in for the issue. He did a great job. Love Steve. I love Steve. And more importantly than filling in for me, he won Stump Mark.
Yeah. Yes, he did. Well, somebody has to. Somebody has to win Stump Mark because you've been on quite a losing.
Hey, was this last night, Billy Joel? Was this happened last night? Friday night. Billy Joel was at MSG and he performed Uptown Girl to his ex, Christine Brinkley.
He serenaded
her. And
Christine Brinkley, yeah. Are you on
it's Christy, yeah. I'm still in Italy. Christina, I'm still in Italy. And also his daughter Alexa performed with him.
Oh yeah, she's
really
amazing.
Cool. That was one of those videos growing up, Uptown Girl. Yeah. Just got MTV. I was like, who is this guy and this beautiful model? And then it's like obviously Billy Joel. He was all over MTV during those days, and I knew there were a couple. I thought it was such a good video. Mm-hmm. Did you have MTV?
No, you know I didn't have MTV, and
you don't remember see that video?
I probably saw it at somebody's house, okay? My parents wouldn't get the package with MTV, okay? I don't want to talk about it. So when everybody was watching Thriller, I was like, what are y'all talking about?
I remember this one, we had this one channel and Porky's was on, and that changed my life.
That explains you making out with plexiglass. Half of our audience is so young, they're like, what's Porky? What's MTV? Toddler tells mom she hears monsters in the bedroom. Now, we've all had kids that have heard monsters in the bedroom. They're under the bed. They're in the closet. You go through the thing. They wind up sleeping in bed with you. Yeah. As it turns out, this toddler was actually telling the truth and not imagining it. Apparently, there was this unbelievable discovery in the family's 100-year-old farmhouse. She tried to reassure the oldest of her 3 kids, but it turned out it was bees. Bees.
How many bees?
Buried into the wall. I'm trying to see that 50,000 bees in the wall. That's the one part that's not highlighted. 50,000 bees. I see it there, but I'm reading. Unless you're standing here.
Oh my gosh, that
50,000 bees. And the bees made honey, so we can agree that it's a win-win.
They're inside the wall.
Inside the wall, yeah.
She did hear monsters.
But I keep going back to the little girl. Like, picture her at night, like, with the covers pulled up. listening to that.
Yeah.
Monsters. There's a monster in the wall. And you know, when the parents walk in, those bees, they are like, shh. Those bees are smart. They're super smart. Queen bee was like. So the parents go, there's nothing here. I don't hear it. No sound. You know, I had this.
Oh,
I've
gosh.
talked about it before. I was convinced there was a vampire living in the crawl space of my bedroom closet. I shared a room with my sister. My mom and I used to watch Dark Shadows. Don't ask. Anyway, because it's perfect viewing for a 5-year-old. And so I was convinced that there was a vampire living in the closet. And so because I was such a bad sleeper, I would stay awake all night looking at the closet.
I've been there.
And I would pull the blankets up over my head just with my eye peeking out. And then what I would do, because my sister slept like a log,
I'm your sister.
I would pull the blanket down and expose her neck. She slept through anything. She wasn't going to feel a vampire attack. Okay? To be clear, I would have been fully awake fighting the vampire off. Anyway, don't judge me. I was 5.
Yeah. All right. We have a big show today.
Carson Kressley is here.
Yes. And from the series, 3 Body Problem, Alex Sharp. We saw him on Broadway about 10 years ago.
Brilliant.
Yeah, when he was just a student at Juilliard. Yeah.
I know, amazing.
Yeah.
Student at Juilliard is starring on Broadway. I think he won the Tony for that, as a matter of fact. Yeah. Well, I know why you all showed up today. And calm down, lady. We're getting to it. It's that time. It's time to play. You know, I gotta tell you. Andy Cohen and Steve Patterson did their jobs, but Stump Mark is just not the same without Mark.
Okay. Good. All right. Jeremy Turley from Charleston, West Virginia, who watches the show on WCHS. Good morning, Jeremy. How are you?
Good morning, Mark. Good morning, Kelly. I can't believe I'm talking to Haley and Mateo here.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you're old enough to know who Haley and Mateo are.
Dude, I'm 37, and my grandma was a secretary, and every night I would be the fast forward guy.
Oh, you would fast forward through the entire show just to get to the commercials?
No. Yeah, I'd fast forward to do the commercials to get to you guys. But yeah, I grew up with you. You're like extended members of my family at this point.
Oh, we appreciate it.
I'm still going to try to beat you, Jeremy. You know how this game works, right? You've given us 2 statements. One is true, one is false. I have 60 seconds to decide which is the truth. If you stump me, you'll win this. Yeah. All right, here are Jeremy's statements. I met Mark Consuelos at a baseball park in West Virginia. Or I was named after one of Erica Kane's husbands. Oh. Now, Jeremy, that is one of Erica Kane's
Jeremy
husbands.
played by Jean Leclerc.
Jean Leclerc. You love Jean Leclerc.
Love Jean Leclerc.
So you're yeah, okay. And I don't remember ever being in West Virginia, Jeremy.
You don't? You don't remember that? Yeah, you were there, but we're famous for our moonshine, Mark.
I was what?
We're famous for our moonshine, so, I mean, things happen.
That might explain your memory
Was it like a celebrity, like soap star?
Yeah, it was RJ from One Life to Live. Walt Whitman was there, or Walt Wiley. The guy that played, Jack on there, America's husband, the last husband. I was a kid at the time. I was like 10 years old.
Oh, gosh. Did I play well?
Yeah, you actually did play well.
Yeah. Okay, then, yeah, I remember that. Here's the thing. I do not remember, as a soap actor, after you would go to a lot of cities. I was gone every weekend at a Target or a JCPenney or a Sears reopening. And sometimes we play these celebrity softball games. I have photos with people in states I didn't know I was in.
Right.
But I don't ever remember being in West Virginia, Jeremy.
Well, I could be looking at an autographed picture right now, Mark.
I'm going to go with my gut. I'm going to say that you were named after one of Erica Kane's husbands.
You're wrong, Mark. Thank you.
You are wrong, Mark.
Thank you, Mark.
But you
made my day.
Wait, you weren't named after one of Erica Kane's husbands?
Oh, no, I was. I thought you said the oh, my bad.
Oh. Wait.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh, twist.
Wait, what just happened?
I'm right. You know what, Jeremy? You're wrong.
That hurts a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't even know what to do right now.
we have judges here.
I've not been this.
What's right is right. Yeah.
You go to level C.
Yeah.
You go to
level C. Hey, Jeremy. I'm sorry you didn't win the mug or the t-shirt, but if you come to our show and you introduce yourselves, I'll sneak you a mug, okay?
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that.
All right, but you still have a chance to win a valuable trip. It's time for Warm It Up Travel Trivia.
From Kew Gardens, Queens.
All right.
Oh, that was amazing. Deja, will you spin the wheel and see what Jeremy's playing for?
Let's do it.
Okay, you're playing for a trip for two to the Westin Bayshore in Vancouver, Canada. 7 days, 6 nights. It includes daily breakfast plus a $200 daily food and beverage credit. It's a prize valued at $7,000. You have 20 seconds and only one guest. Jeremy, good luck.
All right, Jeremy, here we go. On yesterday's show, Kelly talked with Anne Hathaway. Whose photo did Anne say she saw after being cast in her first on-screen role?
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. It was Maria Van Trapp, who was also Julie Andrews.
Congratulations! You and a guest will enjoy 7 days and 6 nights at Westin Bayshore, Vancouver. Situated on the picturesque Vancouver Harbor, this resort-style waterfront hotel is a hub for well-being. Rejuvenate the senses in the heated indoor and outdoor pools. Enjoy premier food and beverage offerings. Relax in cedar barrel saunas or embrace adventure with a complimentary bike ride or guided run around the serene and lush Stanley Park. Your prize is valued at approximately $7,000.
Hey, Jeremy, congratulations. A little pro tip, if you're going to go to Vancouver, make sure it's like in June or July.
Yeah, try to get there.
Yeah, I'm going to go in July for sure. No, I've always wanted to go to Canada. Thank you guys so much. You're a blessing. Thank you.
Jeremy, try to get there for Canada Day because you're on the water there at that hotel and the fireworks are extraordinary. They're so beautiful.
Yeah.
How's the team there?
Yeah. All right. Now you get to make the day of a lucky member of our studio audience who will receive a $500 gift card to Fandango. So please pick a number between 1 and 139.
Lucky number 7.
7. Congratulations again. When we return, Carson Kressley's here. Stick around.
Still ahead on Live from Three Body Problem, Alex Sharp. We'll open up the inbox to hear your comments and questions. And coming up next, I love your dress.
Oh, thanks. I splurged a little because Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance and I saved hundreds.
That's great.
I know, right? I've been telling everyone. Liberty. Did you hear that? I just said her first word. Can you say mama? Liberty.
Can you say auntie?
Liberty.
How many people did you tell?
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty, liberty.
Liberty.
Tobacco companies target people like me with their menthol cigarette marketing. Realizing this made me angry enough to quit. My tip is, this should make everyone angry. You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Find gifts that say, I love your style on Macy's Gift Finder. Plus, take an extra 30% off designer brands that rarely go on sale and 15% off beauty, too. Today at Macy's Friends and Family.
Auto insurance rates got your budget upside down? Call Insure on the spot and we'll turn it around. And save you money, too. Get a free quote in just 2 minutes with Insure on the spot.
Norman, bad news. I never graduated from med school. But the good news is, Xfinity Mobile just got even better. Now, you can automatically connect to Wi-Fi speeds up to 1 gig on the go. Plus, buy one unlimited line and get one free for a year.
I gotta get this deal.
That's like $20 a month per unlimited line. I don't want to miss that.
That's amazing.
Mobile savings are calling. Visit XfinityMobile.com to learn more.
Class, old windows can pull away from the frame, letting moisture in. But Window Nation triple measures every window for a customized fit so you can stay dry. Isn't that right, Aaron? Buy 2 windows, get 2 free. No payments for 24 months. Window Nation, the perfect fit.
Welcome back. Welcome back. There are 2 people here from San Benedetto. Yeah, isn't that funny?
Okay.
So crazy. Small world. Anyway, he's been a member of the Live family for almost 2 decades. Please welcome Emmy-winning television star, designer, and judge. He's very judgy. Carson Kressley.
That's so exciting.
You know what? I bet you would be a great travel companion to Italy.
I probably would, yeah.
Do you go there ever?
I do. You're so right about when you go to Italy and you drive on like the turnpike, essentially.
Mm-hmm, right.
They don't have Sparrow like we have here.
Right.
They have like real Italian sandwiches and
it's decadent.
Unbelievable. And they have the biggest Prada outlet I've ever seen. It's the size of a Target.
Really?
And I was in there for 2 or 3 days before they found me. And yeah, they have very good outlet shopping.
Is there a hotel near that Prada outlet?
I just slept right in there.
You did.
You know, the blankets they have are so comfy.
Well, springtime was spring. I just got back. Springtime in Italy is gorgeous. I hear that's your favorite time of year, springtime.
I love spring, obviously. And it's just all the fun things. Like I get to go to horse shows. I get to enjoy my farm out in PA. I buy plants from Amish people, which is always fun. And do my gardening. So yeah, it's my favorite time of year.
I hear you just put in a pool.
I bought a farm in Pennsylvania near my family's farm near Allentown, and it had a pool from literally 1972.
Like kidney shaped pools.
It's kidney shaped.
Yeah.
It had turtles on the bottom made out of tile.
Yes, of course.
Which little children love, but I was like, oh, I don't know about this. And then I had it renovated, and now it's like brand new. And I almost went in. I opened it this weekend, which is a bit premature.
Yes,
It was
it's still cold.
It was warm this weekend, though, yeah?
It was warm during the day, but it goes down to 37 at night, which makes for brisk pool water.
Yes.
So I almost jumped in after I was toiling in my garden. And then I stuck my toe in, and I was like, that's 47 degrees.
That's a cold plunge.
That's a cold plunge.
Yeah. And then I thought about the cold plunge. It's supposed to be so healthy. But then I was like, no, I'm not doing that.
So you like to garden? Were you doing a lot of stuff out there? I heard you had to move a big plant.
Yeah. So when I bought my house about 10 years ago, I love palm trees, and I bought a little sago palm tree.
Nothing is glamorous as a palm tree.
I love a palm tree.
Me too.
And it was this little one I got at Lowe's, like in North Carolina, because they sell them there because they grow there, but they don't grow in Pennsylvania.
Right.
So I put it in my sunroom, and it's like been thriving. It's this big. Its name is Seymour, and there he is.
Oh, there's Seymour
over my shoulder on my gator, which again, like living in New York City for like 20 years.
Right.
I bought a house in the country. I was like, I'm gonna have to buy like a weed whacker, and I have a gator, a weed whacker, a hedge trimmer, 47 outdoor extension cords. Like I've really embraced it. But Seymour,
you need to do a reality show of you at home on your farm.
No, it is. I am like, thank you. If you know anybody in television, let me know.
Yes, I've got to tell you, I would watch an entire docuseries of you going to Amish markets.
Right, yes. And the fun part about going to Amish markets, they have delectable food, they have fantastic plants and vegetable plants and flowers.
Yes.
They speak like a Pennsylvania Dutch, like German dialect, which my parents, they're like the last generation to be like Pennsylvania Dutch in our family, and they spoke that dialogue growing up. So I can speak a little bit of Pennsylvania Dutch. So when I go to the Amish, I say like, "Was bist am Schaffen?" And they're like, "Oh my God, who are you, English person?" Because I roll up in my Range Rover and my baby blue Gucci jacket, and they're not expecting me to speak Pennsylvania Dutch.
What did you just say?
Oh, I said, "What are you working on?" Was bist am Schaffen? Yeah.
I've got to learn some Pennsylvania Dutch.
Basically, when Amish people hear that, I know they're not watching.
That is true.
It makes their head explode like that emoji, you know? And I'm also building a new barn, and I have an Amish person that's constructing it. And, but they don't drive, so I had to pick them up and drive them around. And
great builders, though.
But great builders. Quite an investment to like go pick them up every morning.
Right, but still, you're saving time because I bet that barn will go up in 5 minutes.
I think 2 days. Yeah. I think it's 2 days.
Yeah.
All right, we need to go to break. When we come back, Carson tells us who's like sitting at the dinner table on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Still ahead on Live for Free Body Problem, Alex Sharp.
Lactate is 100% real milk, just without the lactose. Delicious, too. Just ask my old friend Kevin.
Nothing like enjoying a cold one while watching the game. Who's winning?
No idea. Real milk, real delicious. And don't forget to try some delicious, creamy lactate ice cream. What's that, Mabel?
Wow. Smart out.
It was one. Mabel's a silly cunt. Moo. You know what she's saying? Hello. I hope you've been enjoying the show so far. Make sure to like this video if you like Carson Kressley and Live with Kelly and Mark. And give me suggestions of games I could play, and I'll play them with you.
Fargo, you can with Wells Fargo.
You came out tonight for your runway like a Chiquita banana, and it was very appealing. Then your dance number. It had the dancing, it had attitude, it had fashion, it had a point of view, and it was really drag excellence.
Thank you, Carson. That's a scene, of course, from RuPaul's Drag Race. If you're not watching it, of course you are. You're just pretending you're not watching it. So what can you tell us what's new in drag? You've been there since what, 20?
I started 10 years ago. This was our 16th season, and it's been so fun. And I did it. It's a great Hollywood story, too, about how you like just find yourself in a certain place. I did another show with RuPaul called Skin Wars.
Okay.
It was about body painting.
Right.
And We were there for days. You know how long it takes to paint a body to look like a shelf in a grocery store? And he said, why don't you come on and be judge on Drag Race? And I was like, I would love to. And that was like over 10 years ago.
So when you judge, you have to send people home. Does that get easier after 10 years?
If they're annoying, it's very easy. But no, all of the queens and contestants are phenomenal.
They really are.
And, when you're with them for an entire season, you learn about their backstory and their hopes and their dreams and all that stuff, and you really become attached. And I used to get sad about sending them home, and I would feel bad and be like, oh, but somebody has to go. Right. Obviously, it's a competition show. And the show is such a fantastic platform for them and their career that really going home is just the start for them to get out into the real world.
It's true. They've launched such incredible careers.
Yeah. As Rue says, we've launched hundreds of drag queens out into the world, into their natural habitat. And they go on and do amazing things. They're actors and models and everything under the sun in show business.
They're such artists, all of them.
All Stars too, right? Tell us about that.
Yeah, All Stars is where the best of the best come back.
Okay.
And we have a new All Stars season starting May 17th. It streams on Paramount Plus.
Great.
And those are really great because they've been through the process and they've really honed their craft.
Yeah, we
so
really
much,
appreciate
Carson.
you.
Good luck with your pool.
Oh,
come back and see us.
Come over and swim sometime.
Like Carson said, you can see RuPaul's Drag Race on Paramount Plus, and the new season of RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars premieres Friday, May 17th. Come up next, Alex Sharp.
Tomorrow on Live, from the series Acapulco, Crystal Fernandez.
Meet the traveling trio. The thrill seeker, the soul searcher, and ahoy, it's the explorer, each helping to protect their money with Chase. Whoa, a lost card isn't keeping this thrill seeker down. Lost her card, not the vibe. The soul searcher is finding his identity and helping to protect it. Oh yeah, the explorer. She's looking to dive deeper, all while Chase looks out for her. Because these friends have Chase. Alerts that help check, tools that help protect, one bank that puts you into...
I hope you subscribe and support me so I can be a social media influencer.
Field of Illinois, proud server of the most advanced machine on Earth.
Social media.
I just never felt that exact feeling before.
My heart was like...
Now we gotta go on a meet too. Yep.
He's one of the stars who has experienced 3-body problem. Please welcome the very talented Alex Sharp. Alex,
We go way back,
We go
but
back.
you don't know us.
we saw you on Broadway. Was that 10 years ago for that your first project out of Juilliard?
No, yeah, 9 or 10, yeah.
And you won the Tony. It was the dog and...
yeah, it's a tough one to say.
The dog in the night...
Curious incident of the dog in the nighttime.
The curious incident of
You were amazing.
It's so
Thank
funny.
you.
I saw it 3 times. You think it would slip off of my tongue easier than that.
Well, thanks for coming.
What's interesting is that you were in school at the time. You were at Juilliard, right?
Yeah.
And so how did you land it?
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. I mean, we were in 4th year at Juilliard, so you're kind of like in that time of trying to get an agent and a manager. And actually, I wasn't being very successful at that endeavor. And then they had been looking, Marion Elliott, the director, had been looking for the right Christopher for a while. And hadn't found anyone that they liked, so they reached out to the acting schools. So it was like through a professor, and also I had a friend who was a reader in the room, and a few of us went in and auditioned, and yeah.
I mean, it was a monster of a role. Just the dialogue, and just everything you had to remember. I remember saying,
We talked about it. We talked about it at night.
Yeah.
Because you play a high school student, right?
Yeah, he was 15, yeah.
You play a 15-year-old, and I remember thinking, we have to be watching a very special performance because this can only be done once. But then I saw it 2 other times, and you did it again and again. So obviously you were just able to do that every night.
So you moved on to the screen as well now.
Yeah.
Which do you prefer, the theater or screen acting?
Oh, well, I feel like theatre is so much a part of my identity, and it's where I came from, and obviously I trained in that as well. So theatre kind of feels like home for me, but I mean, they're very different. And it doesn't really matter too much to me. I mean, I feel like art is to be shared, and whether that's in a theatre or on a screen, it doesn't matter too much. As long as the character is very rich and interesting, I could do either, really.
When did you get the hunger for it? Was there a particular production you saw? Were your parents in the arts?
No, my parents weren't in the arts. I grew up in quite an unconventional way until I was 7 or 8, and then went to school, started going to school in the south of England, and was cast in basically a school play where I played the very complicated part of Piglet in Winnie the Pooh. Complicated guy, yeah. I just kind of fell in love with it. It was just an interesting new thing for me, and I didn't know that you could do it as a job. And then someone was like, people get paid to do that. I was like, what? That's insane.
We need to take a commercial break. We stick around for next
Thursday
at Live. Join us when we celebrate that we're halfway to Halloween.
So we're gonna do a little taste test.
You didn't show up to watch us eat pizza today, did you? No, you didn't.
Next live, Acapulco star Cristo Fernandez.
Good workout?
AC's in the fridge.
We're back, guys, with our guest, Alec Day. Alex Sharp.
See why Comcast Business powers more small businesses than anyone else. Get started for $49 a month, plus ask how to get up to an $800 prepaid card. Don't wait. Call today.
Sometimes when you're really high, you see people. Or maybe it's when you're dying. But I see you. And I love you.
Scene from Three Body Problem, like a massive smash hit. Can you tell us about it a little bit? The storylines, the multitude of storylines.
Yes, the multitude of storylines. Yeah, no, it's an incredibly difficult show to describe.
Yes, give us the 30-second version of what the show is about.
Okay, we've been on a press tour, so I've had a little bit of a warm-up, but I feel like some of my co-stars are better than me at this. But it's, it starts in the 60s in China. And it follows a woman who goes through a very kind of traumatic series of events, and it leads to a singular decision that she makes that kind of alters the course of history and humanity's fate. And it's like a science fiction, but actually I'm stealing this from Jonathan Pryce, said in a Q&A recently, it's not really science fiction as much as it is fiction with science. And it's just like, the guys who made this, David and Dan and Alex, are truly genius.
But do you look at them and think, what goes on in their brains?
Oh, constantly. Yeah. It's so weird because on set they're so chill.
Yeah, they're so normal, right?
Hey, dude, how's it going? Like just sipping a coffee in the corner, but then
But then in your mind, you're like, but you wrote this.
yeah, like how did you write that? How are you so chill?
And you play Will Downing, yes. And you had to make a heartbreaking choice. Tell us about that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I had a very interesting experience on this because my storyline and my character arc is so different to the rest of the show. I kind of almost felt like I was making like an independent movie that was with just a very weird, stretched out schedule that was kind of sandwiched in this epic sci-fi. And it's my story is about, it's a guy called Will Downing who loves a woman immeasurably and is facing his own mortality. And it's kind of about how he reacts to that, and that's how he's defined, really.
Well, you're brilliant, as you are in everything. We love having you here.
Yeah, come back and visit, yeah? Okay. Thank you, Alex. You can watch all 8 episodes of Three Body Problem on Netflix right now. Next, we're going to open up that inbox.
Some people just know that the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. Because there are people out there who aren't you. A lot of them. And you don't drive like, whoa.
I don't want my child being raised by a robot.
Other drivers are not you.
Yes, thank you so much, all 50 of my subscribers.
Nope, definitely not you. Save with DriveWise and get a rate based on you. You're in good hands with Allstate.
GIA diamonds at their lowest prices ever. The Jewelry Exchange has natural 1-carat GIAs just $9.
Yesterday, we asked you to write in and share why your moms are top moms.
We've partnered with Jergens Skincare, and just by submitting to our inbox, you have a chance to win your mom $10,000 in cash and a Jergens prize pack just in time for Mother's Day. Don't you want to be the favorite kid?
Submitting. The closed caption said cementing. I bet Kelly said submitting.
Hey, welcome back.
Welcome back. So if you like to jerk off, there's a special new lotion coming out that smells like wildflowers. We've partnered with Jergens to make sure you get the satisfactory masturbatory fantasy you deserve, that feel-good feeling on your ball sack and your vagina. Jergens, it's a dual sexual threat, feels good in the ass. I've done it to Mark. Gelman has watched, and I want you to know as I put my glasses down that I have fucked myself with a tuba. Thanks to Jergens. Jergens, when you want to whack off, make sure you meet Mr. Jackoff.
That's while I'm at work. She puts in a 12-hour day. I know it's not.
I know that's not what she said.
With Jergens Skincare, and just by submitting to our inbox, you have a chance to win your mom $10,000 in cash and a Jergens prize pack just in time for Mother's Day. Don't you want to be the favorite kid? Now's your chance. Here are some entries we've received so far. These are not necessarily winners, so says Gelman.
Yes, this is from Christy Prieto from Kearney, New Jersey. My mom, also known as Nana, takes the best care for her grandsons while I'm at work.
I didn't even answer my question whether she said submitting. I'm so sorry, guys. You can dislike this video then. I have failed you.
By submitting to our inbox, you have a chance to win your mom.
The captions are going to say cementing.
Cementing to our inbox. Just in time for Mother's Day. Don't you want to be the favorite kid? Now's your chance. Here are some entries we've received so far. These are not necessarily winners, so says Gelman.
Yes, this is from Christy Prieto from Kearney, New Jersey. My mom, also known as Nana, takes the best care for her grandsons while I'm at work. She puts in a 12-hour day. I know it's not an easy job, and I appreciate all the love she gives them.
Fake Self from Simsboro, Louisiana says, my mom is 76 years old and has dedicated her life to her 7 children, many grandchildren, and a few great-grandchildren. A hug from my mom is food for my soul.
This one is from Kim Voorhees from Piscataway, New Jersey. Has always told us that we don't have to prove we are good people. Just be good to people, she said. Set the path of kindness for us. Yeah.
Bridget Barnett from Selden, New York says, somehow every single time I lose something, she always finds it.
This is from Suzanne Hauser from Slatington, Pennsylvania. When it comes to dating, my mother...
Ohio.
Says, somehow every single time I lose something, she always finds it.
I need to know the town and the state that bitch is from.
Don't have to prove we are good people. Just be good to people, she said. Set the path of kindness for us. Yeah.
Bridget Barnett from Selden, New York says, somehow every single time I lose something, she always finds it.
This is from Suzanne Hauser from Slatington, Pennsylvania. When it comes to dating, my mother always says, there's a lid for every pot. She's 92 years old and still says it.
Aww. Hey, there's still time to enter, so go to live.com to share yours. Coming up next, we're going to answer your questions from the inbox.
This week, Live is partnered with Jergens Skincare. Jergens is celebrating Mother's Day by honoring Momsis, a mother's dedication to motherhood and her innate ability to know what her kids need to feel good. Share how your mom demonstrates momsness for the chance to win her $10,000, a Jergens prize pack, plus a custom limited edition Adina Eden bracelet.
You give and you...
Fuck you, Jergens.
In what?
Slip in and go, and they've already helped save over 2 million pets.
Damn young Lisa from Mississauga, Ontario, Canada says, way to go, Campobasso worldwide fans.
That's really cool. Very, very cool. Hey, Patty from Middleburg, Pennsylvania said, is Mark's arm better? What happened with last week's MRI? Well, I went to the MRI and they found I do have like a partial rupture of the bicep tendon, which is not good. So I just have to be careful for about a month or so and just do some rehab on it.
He can only make out through plexiglass. Hey, Deborah Dickey from Locust Green, Maryland says, congratulations, Mark, on the soccer team success. So enjoyed hearing about the win and all the celebrations.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Sunny from Muskegon, Michigan says, at 74 today, I still do not sleep with hands or feet hanging off the side of my bed. There's something under the bed that wants me.
Kinky. Tracy from Allentown, Pennsylvania said, when I was little, it was the same thing with me and the vampire. My mom watched Dark Shadows also. Every time Barnabas Collins came on, I would hide. However, my friends convinced me there was a vampire living in my attic, so I would sleep with the covers pulled up over my eyes and would run when I would pass the attic door. What you needed was a younger sister.
This is Lenny from New Fairfield, Connecticut. Thanks for helping put Campobasso on the map. My grandparents were from there in the town of Ribatone. Brings back great memories. Good luck with the team. Thank you, Lenny. Thank you very, very much.
Carol from Sick.
In the town of Ribatone. Brings back great memories. Good luck with the team.
Sorry, guys.
It was a younger sister.
This is Lenny from New Fairfield, Connecticut. Thanks for helping put Campobasso on the map. My grandparents were from there in the town of Ribatone. Brings back great memories. Good luck with the team. Thank you, Lenny. Thank you very, very much.
like bees in my upstairs. I don't know what that means. They were flying around all over. I found an eraser-sized hole in the drywall. When the carpenter cut it open, there was a hive in there. On tomorrow's show from The Amazing Race, Phil Kogan will be here.
Also, Pisco Fernandez will be here.
Damn young Lisa from Mississauga, Ontario, Canada says, way to go, Kambabasso, worldwide fans.
That's very cool. Very, very cool. Hey, Patty.
I guess she said get them young. Well, that's the episode. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Size hole in the drywall.
Jesus Christ.
An operation after ISIS fighters.
Is this our combat operations center?
We're approaching the gate now. Militants came in from 4 or 5 different directions. Operational nuclear. So we have a couple loaded and ready to go. The house is destroyed, but the flag, there's not a tear in it, not a peg. How important is this label right here, Made in the USA? Look at your smile. You're proud of this.
I love it.
Great work. There you go. Ismael? David. Yes.
USA with trips to Sun Valley, Idaho, Chicago, and New Orleans. First, you want to guess, we'll fly a round-trip coach from Los Angeles to Sun Valley, Idaho for a 5-night stay in a king room at Nob Hill Inn. Enjoy European charm at this centrally located boutique hotel featuring personalized service and a heated indoor pool and sauna. Daily breakfast is included.
Ooh.
And second, you want to guess, we'll fly a round-trip coach from Los Angeles to Chicago, Illinois for a 5-night stay in a Millennium View King Room at Arlo, Chicago. This new hotel, located in the 1916 Atlantic Bank Building, is situated in the heart of downtown Chicago, just steps from Millennium Park, and features upscale guest rooms. A $200 amenities credit is included. And finally, you want to guess, will fly round-trip coach from Los Angeles to New Orleans, Louisiana for a 5-night stay in a courtyard room at B&W Courtyards. Conveniently located near the French Quarter, this historic property offers unique charm and beautiful antique furnishings. A daily breakfast and dinner, a $200 amenities credit, and a French Quarter food tour for 2 are included.
The game is called Easy as 1, 2, 3. The number 1 goes to the least expensive trip.
$3,900 for New Orleans,
Number 2
$4,200 for
goes to the next one.
Chicago.
Number 3 goes to the most expensive trip.
Idaho's
least
most
expensive to most
Idaho
expensive.
gets
If you're
3.
right, 3 great trips for you and your wife.
Idaho
Go
gets
get it,
3.
buddy. Good luck.
Idaho gets 3.
Here it goes.
We're 5,250. No.
Yeah, Chicago is the most expensive.
We're just going based on reputation.
New Orleans, number 2. And Idaho.
No, I have
Come on
Idaho.
over here, Jordan.
I have Idaho 3.
Good luck, man.
I have Idaho 3, Chicago 2, New Orleans 1.
And trip to Idaho. How much is it? 5 nights? 4. What? 4,000.
All right, I said 4,800. 4,800 Idaho, 4,200 Chicago. Something like $3,750 for the other, or $39.
$750. Trip to New Orleans. 7,565. Come on, Chicago. It's all up to you.
Chicago?
More than
No.
7,565.
No.
got some luggage. So that's something. Hey, good luck with your you and your wife, man. Thank you.
Oh, thank
I'll
you.
see you at the wheel.
Fuck you, Drew.
One person game is coming up on the second half of the show. We'll be right back.
If you're suffering from painful...
I said y'all bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks.
More than 7,565.
Oh no, too bad. Oh well, that fucking sucks.
Got some luggage.
Well, I hope that penis surgery goes good and you get that fixed. Thank you very much. Hey, come see me over in Vegas when you're soon. Me and him are going to meet with his wife afterwards. Hey, come.
So that's something.
All right. Well, I hope that that penis surgery goes good for your wife to transition. All right. Hey, let me know her phone number. Hey, we'll be right back now. Fuck off. After this commercial.
If you're suffering from pain...
All right. Well, that's it for season. Who fucking knows? Season 52. What was it? Season 52, huh? Episode 146. And season 2, episode 168 is done. All right. Thanks for subscribing. I hope you enjoyed Price is Right for all my viewers that like balls.